what? People are there that are better than you. And I had to own that fact. And sometimes we think we're the best, and there's nothing wrong with being the best, but there's also going to be people that are better than you. When I was a professional dancer, I remember we all auditioned for these agencies and we called them Agent Week. I was given 2 agents, and the one agent I didn't get was the one I really wanted. I was just heartbroken. And reflecting on the time and what I had to do in order for me to get the agent I wanted was really just a skill set thing, not so much a belief. And I think it's really about owning that you can leverage that to really continue to grow and prove yourself. And so rather than wallowing in self-pity, which I did for a little bit, I decided to audition again. And this time I had to do a private dance class, and then I had to get a singing lesson from the top musical theatres in Australia, and I had to also do an acting session. Guess what? After that, I got the top agent in Australia. How to turn rejection as your biggest asset. Queen, I really want to bring forward how we want to really embrace failure. There we go. Embracing failure. I'm going to share some rejection stories that I can take you back on why I'm so grateful that I was rejected in so many different ways in my career and why that's allowed me to persevere as well. I think the biggest thing is that a lot of people, when they have felt that rejection, whether it's in business, whether it's not getting the interview, whether it's, not getting a yes, but getting a no, it can definitely bring up a lot of stuff within, which I totally get. But there is this piece of like, fuck, am I even good enough for this? And I truly believe that what's meant for you will come. And sometimes that no will be the biggest catalyst to you growing and moving forward. When I was a professional dancer, I remember we all auditioned for these agencies and we called them Agent Week. And so you had to prepare a song, you had to prepare a couple of dances, and also like a monologue. And my strength was acting, and dancing was not my biggest strength. Singing was my second. Surprisingly, I became quite good at singing. I was given 2 agents, and the one agent I didn't get was the one I really wanted. I was just heartbroken, And reflecting on the time and what I had to do in order for me to get the agent I wanted was really just a skill set thing, not so much a belief. And it was more about, people are there that are better than you. And I had to own that fucking fact. And sometimes we think we're the best, and there's nothing wrong with being the best, but there's also going to be people that are better than you. And I think it's really about owning that you can leverage that to really continue to grow and prove yourself. And so rather than wallowing in self-pity, which I did for a little bit, I decided to audition again. And this time I got a proper singing lesson, a singing coach. I went to dance classes every single week, and I also upped my acting as well. I also became so strict when it came to just doing more of the internal work during the time frame.
Queen, how often have you said, I spent my whole life studying, I've been to school my whole life, and I've actually learned nothing that teaches me the tools and strategies to build a successful business in the outside world. You've probably spent thousands of dollars on courses, or you've heard fake news from business gurus. Well, I'm here to give this incredible news to everyone here right now that this is Queendom University. Get out of debt and actually start making money in the online space, knowing and having the foundations to build a successful business. Now I'm talking because I have gone through the trenches. I have been a fitness coach, built my online business as a pro athlete, and now I am a business coach. You'll go from having absolutely no idea what your business is through, in the 8 weeks, learn the foundations of knowing what your purpose is, your vision and mission, and also understanding your business values with the execution to know what that business is. You'll also learn branding, social media, content strategy, marketing, and more importantly, how to sell. With Queendom University, it'll cut out the bullshit and remove all the fluff and get you working specifically on your business so you can execute this in 8 weeks to get ready to learn. I wanted you to have something where you get to access something straight away, where you get to fast track your growth, as well as remove any doubt, any overwhelming sensation or stress, or the question that everyone seems to ask, where do I begin? With Queendom University, you'll be able to build wealth, freedom, and at the end of the day, be an entrepreneur and be able to say, I have finally built my own thing, my own business. And I've stopped making money for someone else, and I'm now making money for my own empire. Queendom University.
The other thing that I really noticed about this was the preparation for the audition. I wasn't just like, oh, I'll be fine. Let's just see what happens. It was, you know what, let's go above and beyond for this one. So the portfolio I presented, the polished photos that I brought forward, showcasing more of my personality. A lot of people, when they applied for this agent, it was almost like an email format. I went in with a portfolio of things that I'd worked on. And I had not gotten that agent then, but you know what happened? I got an audition back. And this time I had to do a private dance class. And by the way, my pants ripped in that dance class, which was funny as hell. And it ripped in the middle of my asshole, which was great. And then I had to get a singing lesson from the top musical theatres in Australia. And I had to also do an acting session. Guess what? After that, I got the top agent in Australia, which, again, the way I was able to receive this win versus a year ago, I think this was so much more better for me. One, I realized there was work I had to do. Two, I knew I had to get better at my craft. And three, it felt so much more rewarding. And so maybe this is an opportunity for you right now to go, if you've been rejected in something, don't stop. That no can turn into a yes. And it may be a no now, but what are you willing to do to make it a yes? And no, we're not here to talk about shortcuts and being silly, but I think it's great to ask for feedback. So many people go, fuck, okay, I've been rejected. I'm not going to apply for that role again. I'm not going to go to that interview. I'm not going to apply for that sponsorship. I'm not going to get that grant. I would find out what I could do better so I can come back again next year. And you know what? I've done this with auditions. I've done this with sponsorships. I used to be a professional athlete. And you know what I love about this? It's what they really look for. Perseverance and discipline. Yeah, you may not get it. But if you come back and show them that this is important to you, I think that to me is what really will give them that sense of wow, this is important to her. And I think sometimes it's a big reminder that sometimes it's not meant for us at that moment. We need to learn or maybe, again, evolve to be the person we're meant to be. Hence the theme of this podcast.
Hey, beautiful kings and queens. Are you right now in a space where you're ready to take action and build your business, yet you struggle where to begin? You're feeling stuck and overwhelmed with all the things you need to do when it comes to building a business. Build the business of your dreams in the online space and be in the arena of all the incredible, great humans out there that are building 7 to 8 figure businesses. Now, the foundations that I truly believe in that you are going to learn through this membership is sales, marketing, content creation, social media, money mindset, and of course, branding. Now, all of this will be accessible for you to be learning what is currently hot right now in the market and how you can create your own business and build a successful business in the online space. All you have to do right now is DM Empire in my Instagram or email myself and my team, and we will get the ball rolling so you can have your empire and start making moves in the online space.
So I'm going to wrap this up right now, and I just want to, again, give you some 3 tips when it comes to facing rejection. And I want you to see it like this. Let it be as it is and embrace the failure and go, okay, what's in it for me? How can I be better? Number 2, I would look at where you can improve your skill set, your mindset, and also doing the work. Can you look at hiring a mentor? Can you look at finding that person that's going to get you to where you want to get to? And third, I feel what's really important is be self-compassionate. Okay, it sucks, yes, to be rejected. But you know what? You're better than that, queen. And I know you can try again. And I know that it's within you that you're not going to give up. So I hope this episode has been really inspiring and empowering to just go after for what you want. And you may not get it straight away, but I can tell you now that when you do, it is the best feeling because you've worked through the rejection and you used it as an asset to keep going. I'm your host, Tamara Meyer, and this is Keys to the Queendom. I can't wait to see you next week. And just a reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would absolutely love for you to do so. But more importantly, share this episode. Reach out to me on Instagram. What did you love about it? Have you faced rejection before and what did you do? And, I'd love to support you through that as well. Thank you so much, Queen.
Amen for playing big today with authenticity, because here is the thing. It's not about being perfect on stage, perfectly put together, which is important, yes. It's about being who you are. What if right now, because of today, in a year's time, you could look back and go, I did that scary thing. And that's a year from now where you went and made that decision. I'm going all in, committed to doing the work. I'm committed because this is so much more than me. It's not about me anymore.